extra backstage at Sony Picture Studios, this is Jeopardy! Here are today's contestants.
A fellow Wipe Those Tears panelist, Stephanie McVeigh. A college student from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, Scott Michaels. And our returning champion, a casino worker, Brandon Scott, whose one-day cash winnings total $9,799.
And now, here is the host of Jeopardy!
Welcome once again to Jeopardy, everybody. Well, the theme of close games continued once again last week as Brandon Scruggs became our new champion. And last week, of course, if you recall, was also the first time this season in which nobody got Final Jeopardy correct. But at the end of the day, though, it was Brandon who came away with the win. And he's got almost $9,800 to take into this match. So good luck to you, sir. And Scott and Seffi, good luck to both of you as well. Pick up the signaling buttons as we go to work in the Jeopardy round. And Brandon, you're the champion selector, so you get to go first. I hope you like these categories that we have for this first round. A date in history. Idioms and expressions. And now, a word from your doctor. Also a fishing term. A thing for feats. And finally, we just love to crack ourselves up. Alright, champ, off you go.
I'm curious. We crack ourselves up for 200.
Tom Felton said Rupert Grint was fined £2,500 over the first two films in the series for laughing mid-scene. Brandon.
What is Harry Potter?
Yes.
We crack ourselves up for 4.
You can see Matt LeBlanc try to hide real laughter as Joey ducks behind a panicked Ross in search of a ring on this sitcom. Seffi.
What is Friends?
That's the one.
Okay, crack ourselves for 6.
On SNL, Heidi Gardner couldn't take Mikey Day's makeup when he and Ryan Gosling played this animated TV duo. Scott.
Who are Beavis and Butthead?
You just scored.
Crack 8.
After Tim Conway's ad-lib story about Siamese elephants, Vicki Lawrence broke this show's cast with, "Sure that little bleep is through?" Seffi.
What was the Carol Burnett show?
There. You got a little tongue-tied there, but you got it.
Yeah, let's finish the crack ourselves up 1,000.
Jack Nicholson, who may or may not have been under the influence, cracks up while talking about Venusians to Dennis Hopper in this film. Seffi?
What is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
No, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Brandon or Scott? Brandon.
What is Easy Rider?
That's what we're looking for.
Oh.
Okay. A date in history for 1,000.
A Tale of a Medieval Hookup. This pair met in Paris around 1115, had a son, but lived on separated as monk and nun. And the couple we needed there, Abelard and Heloise. Brandon, go again.
Date in history 8.
On one of this duo's early dates in 1930, he crashed on her couch, and in the morning, the Dallas police arrested him. Seffi.
Or Bonnie and Clyde?
That's the pair.
All right, date in history 6.
Answer? Oh. The only one in this round, and you only have $1,000, but you can bet any or all of it.
Let's do a true daily double.
All right, for $1,000, here is your clue. In the summer of 1989, this not yet famous couple went on a movie date in Chicago and saw a Spike Lee film.
Or Jennifer Lopez and Affleck.
Oh, no, sorry. It was Barack and Michelle Obama that we were looking for there.
Oh well.
All right, well, you lost the 1,000, but you can build that right back up. Go.
All right. 8's for 4.
In Tarsus in 41 BC, Cleopatra wooed this beefy Roman by arriving to a date dressed as Venus. Scott?
Who's Mark Antony?
Yes.
Closeout date.
After this couple's first date in 1894, she went home to Poland while he wrote her letters about his dream for science. Seffi?
Who's Albert Einstein?
No.
What's his name?
We were looking for the Curies, specifically Marie and Pierre.
Oh,
Pierre.
there.
Pierre.
Scott, go again.
Okay.
All right, let's see this.
Me.
Sorry. Too many Scots.
Tell you the truth. Also, fishing term for 2.
Just scoop ice cream on root beer for this type of beverage. Seffi?
What's a float?
A float, yes.
It's fishing term 4.
Surling or Steger? Seffi?
What's a rod?
A rod, yes.
All right, fishing for. Let's go down to 1,000.
In computing, it's an acronym for a transfer of data to a temporary storage area. Brandon?
What is it? Spool?
Spool, yes. Oh, pardon me. Go again.
Fishing term 8.
This baseball pitch gets batters to hit a lot of ground balls. Scott?
What's a sinker?
Yes.
Closeout fishing.
Per the OED, a well-known conjecture is that this friendly word was a familiar abbreviation of chamber fellow. Brandon?
What is chum?
Chum, yes, that's going to take you up to $2,800 as we approach halftime, reach halftime, for this first round. Scott has $1,800 and Seffi with $400. All three of you in fine shape so far. Alright, so now we'll chat with our players a little bit. And Seffi, of course, we introduced as a Wipe Those Tears panelist. He and I can be seen on Jason DeCanio's channel every Wednesday evening at 9 o'clock. And we have a lot of fun on that show, don't we, Seffi?
Yes, we do there, Mark. Yes, we do.
Yep. Been having a great time. And right now we're on, at the time of this recording anyway, we're still on NES games. And as you can probably imagine, the NES definitely had a huge library.
Yeah, like I said, I think we're still in the R's right now. We're probably getting ready for the S's real soon, though. But there you go.
From what I remember, we're actually getting ready to go about to start the S's on the next show for that, as of the time that we're recording this game.
Mm-hmm.
Which means we're getting to the point where we'll be reaching the Super Mario Bros. Games, the classic ones.
Well, we still have a little way to go before those, but let's see how we get this week.
All right. 1 week at a time. That's the way we look at it. All right. And Scott Michaels is a college student, and you are in a theater group right now?
Yes, I was. We had done a show in February that my buddy, who is also the director, wrote for his honors thesis. And yeah, that was a very good show, and now I'm actually hosting my own, I shouldn't say my own. My buddy is the director of a reality game show through the college's TV program, and I'm the host of that, so I got a lot going on for my final semester.
Nice. Well, it seems like you are definitely very busy, but we wish you the best of luck with everything there.
Thank you.
All right. Brandon is our champion. We, of course, know that he works at a casino, but you also host some trivia from time to time, and how's that going for you?
It's been a process. Yeah, I've been hosting a local team trivia night weekly for the better part of the last 2 years now. And we always have a good time, nice array of questions and categories. It's always fun to see the teams compete against one another. And we're in the middle of our spring league season right now, and it's a close battle between the top 5 teams so far.
All right, not too bad. And for those of you out there on YouTube, like, you have to bear with me for any coughing you might have heard from me during some of those clues. Because as the time we're filming this, I had a bit of a cold this past weekend that I'm still trying to get over, but I figure if Alex Trebek can host a show when he has a cold, then so can I. And so, in other words, the show must go on. And speaking of things going on, let's get this Jeopardy round going again here. Brandon, make another selection, if you please.
And now a word from your doctor for 200.
When I ask if you have this kind of pain, I mean, is it sharp or sudden? Not from an angle of less than 90 degrees. Seffi.
What is acute?
Acute is right.
Okay, doctor for 4.
I'm afraid you've broken a brachial bone. Brachial meaning a part of this body part. Scott.
Was the arm.
The arm, yes.
Doctor 6.
I've got one of these forecasts for you from the Greek for prediction. Brandon.
What is prognosis?
That's it.
Thank God.
Nice.
All right, 800.
When I say this is Freddy, I mean it's barely perceptible and feels kind of like a thin fiber moving under my finger. Scott?
What is your heartbeat?
No.
Dang it.
It's your pulse.
Ooh,
Brandon, go again.
Word from your doctor, 1,000.
I need to examine your ear. Hold on while I grab this doohickey with a handle and a light that lets me look inside. Scott.
What's an otoscope?
Yes, that's the doohickey.
Idioms and expressions for 2.
In a sporty idiom, to make expectations higher is to do this from field events like the pole vault. Scott?
What is raise the bar?
You got it.
Idioms 4.
Someone of unappealing visage is said to have a face for this medium. Fred Allen said it of himself. Seffi.
What is radio?
Radio is right.
Okay, idiom 6.
Completing give him his, it means to free him. But completing hand him his, it means to beat him. Seffi?
What are walking papers?
No. You hand him or give him his head. Seffi, go again.
All right, idioms, expressions, 8.
You'll find the French word for beautiful in this phrase for the most attractive person in a given setting. Brandon.
What is the bell of the ball?
That's right.
And expressions for 1,000.
This two-part phrase, meaning completely settled, has a variation that's been used as a hair salon name.
I feel like I should know this.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's
What is cut and dried. All right,
Yep,
one
that's
category left.
200, please.
It took Russ Cook 352 days to run the length of this continent, from Cape Agulhas to the Mediterranean. Seffi.
what is Europe?
No. Scott.
Was Africa?
That's what we needed.
400.
In 2024, Anouk Garnier beat a record by rope climbing 361 feet to the second floor of this Paris landmark. Seffi.
What's the Eiffel Tower?
That's it, yep.
There we go. Now we're getting there. Feet, 6.
Okay. In 2007, Elaine Robert climbed an 88-story building with only his hands and feet while wearing this superhero costume. Naturally. Seffi.
What is Spider-Man?
Spider-Man. Okay, I'm not going to go into that whole spiel, but pick again.
No. 800.
In 1955, Tex Johnson did this rolling aerial maneuver in a big Boeing plane, and later wrote, "The airplane never knows it's inverted." Seffi.
What's a barrel roll?
To quote Star Fox 64, do a barrel
Do a
roll.
barrel roll.
Last
finish
clue
it.
for 1,000. Jeanne Beret in the 1700s is credited with being the first woman to do this. She had to transfer ships to accomplish it. Brandon?
What is circumnavigate the globe?
That's it. And you finish up with 5,200. Scott at 2,800 and Seffi at $2,000. So Seffi, you are going to go first in the Double Jeopardy round. Alright. Double Jeopardy time, and Seffi, you've got some ground to make up, but we have 2 daily doubles on the board, which can help you, but it can also help our other 2 players here. Let's pop in the dollar figures. And Seffi, here's what you're going to be selecting from. Canals. I plus 4. Each correct response in that category will begin with the letter I, of course. And then there will be 4 other letters after it. Too much of something. TikTok. Facebook's. Oh, I sense a theme with these last few categories. Yep, there it is. Instagram. Seffi, where are we starting?
Oh no.
Let's start with I plus 4 for 400.
Typically found at the end of a book. It's an alphabetical listing of items in the book with page numbers. Seffi.
What's an index?
That's it.
All right, I plus 4, 800.
This Texas-based company has been making its iconic plastic ice chest since the 1960s. Seffi?
What is igloo?
That's the 5-letter word there.
I for 12.
Last name of Max, son of a famous actor, father, and famous actress mother, Sinead Kuzak. The I plus 4 here, irons. What is irons?
Oh.
Okay.
All right, Seffi, pick again.
I for 1600.
William Butler Yeats got nationalistic as he urged these poets, learn your trade, sing whatever is well made. Brandon,
What is Irish?
that's what we need there.
And I plus 4 for 2.
Oh, there we go. In Dr. Faustus, Christopher Marlowe uses this name for Troy. The name used is Ilium. Brandon, pick again.
All right, let's try too much of something 400.
Oxfam thinks Taylor Swift has too much money, as every one of these people is a policy failure. Brandon,
What are billionaires?
that's it.
Nice. Too much of something 8.
You're feeling wired. Your heart is racing. You're this 15-letter word and probably should have skipped that third espresso. Seffi,
What is over caffeinated?
yes.
Okay, too much of 12.
Hi, I'm Shane. Do you know my cousin this? He has a complex named after him, when one is awash with feelings of having done wrong. Brandon,
What is the guilt trip?
yes.
All right, too much of something 16.
Hyperlipidemia, too much fat in the blood, is caused by an excess of this substance provided by your own liver, plus pork and donuts. Seffi,
What's cholesterol?
yes.
All right, let's finish too much of something 2000. Okay.
Alright. Well, Seffi, you are only $2,800 behind Brandon right now. How much do you want to risk?
I'm kind of worried about this category. I'll go only 1,000.
Alright, $1,000 it is. You're still going to remain in second place either way, but here is your clue. To us, this Greek word means excess pride. To Aristotle, it meant shaming others for one's own pleasure, perhaps out of pride.
Oh no. Good lord. I got nothing. I'm sorry.
Well, you're probably going to be glad you only risked 1,000 then. We were looking
Yeah.
for hubris.
Okay.
Hubris was
No
what
problem.
we needed there. All right, go again, Seffi.
All right, let's try. Well, let's go to the fun ones. Instagram 400.
It wasn't until March 17th, 2024, that she joined Instagram, posting a picture from Gilmore Girls. Brandon.
Who's Betty White?
No. Seffi.
Who's Heather Graham?
No. Scott, you want to try it?
I'm good.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, Seffi, I'm glad you remembered the category, but it was Lauren Graham that we needed.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
All right, pick again.
Okay, Instagram 8.
She describes herself on Instagram as an actress, filmmaker, and big nerd. Now would have been the time for Heather Graham.
I was
Well,
about to-
son of a biscuit.
I was tempted. I was tempted to try it. Dang it.
I know.
All right, Seffi, go again.
1200 Instagram.
Honey Made Graham Crackers posted a hack for making these treats. Put the chocolate inside the marshmallow, then roast. Brandon.
Or s'mores.
S'mores, yes.
Delicious. Instagram 16.
The official account of her dance company posted a video of her dancing in Appalachian Spring in 1947. Brandon?
Who is Martha Graham?
Yes.
Thank you, Birdcage, for that. Robin Williams in that scene. Love it. All right. Instagram for 2000.
He often posts about his BBC chat show and his GN wine. Seffi.
Who's Graham Norton?
That's the one.
All right.
Alright, going back to that, and Seffi, make another selection there.
TikTok 400.
A major monument of ruined France is a Renaissance clock that has fabulous decorations and machinery, but only one of these. Scott.
What is clock hand?
Yes, a clock hand. There you go.
Okay. TikTok 8.
The mysteriously named Ohio clock has stood in the U.S. Senate for 2 centuries. It was first adjusted for this in 1918. Seffi.
What is daylight savings time?
Yes, which actually just started shortly before we're recording this.
All right, TikTok 12.
An iconic tower in this capital city has displayed a clock made by local company Seiko since 1966. Scott?
What is Tokyo?
Yes.
Nice.
1600 TikTok.
Excellent.
Oh boy.
And Scott, this is a chance for you to make a big move here.
2600.
All right, 26. That'll put you into a tie with Seffi. Here is your clue. A victim of sexist obscurity, this kind of timepiece stands between 5 and 6 inches tall, like one appraised on Antiques Roadshow in 2012.
What is a grandmother clock?
Oh, no. You had a 50-50, you chose the wrong one. It was a grandmother clock.
That's what he said.
That's what I said.
He said mother.
I said grandmother clock.
I thought he said grandfather.
I said
Oh,
grandmother.
mother.
I said grandmother.
He did.
I misheard you. Sorry. Anyways, go again, Scott.
TikTok 2000.
In the early 60s, this green letter brand was a big deal with JFK's Slimline and Mercury astronaut Wally Schirra's Speedmaster. It was Omega. Scott, go again.
Facebook, Facebook's 4.
He published both the iBook and the Tooth Book as Theo Lysick, the last name being an anagram of Geisel. Sephi.
Who's Dr. Seuss?
Yes.
Books 8.
Hawthorne's story, The Great Stone Face, refers to a natural landmark that was in the White Mountain of this state. What is New Hampshire? Sephi, go again.
Let's change it up. Canals 4.
Arriving at New York City November 4th, 1825, the Seneca Chief became the first boat to travel the length of this canal. Brandon.
What is the Erie Canal?
That's it.
Let's go back to Facebook's for 12.
He deciphered the power and plot of hero myths in his 1949 work, The Hero of a Thousand Faces. And that is Campbell.
All right, let's just get out of this category. Facebook 16.
Tea Cake is Janie Crawford's third husband in this classic by Zora Neale Hurston.
What?
The fudge?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep.
Okay. Apparently I had the wrong clue. I forgot to, or, wait, did I have that in from last week? I don't remember.
I don't either.
I don't remember seeing that one last week.
Okay. Well, I'll have to check this off screen. Their eyes were watching God.
Okay. Let's kill that one for 2000.
Cultural appreciation is at the heart of this novel by R.F. Kuang. A white woman steals a manuscript written by her Asian friend. What is Yellowface? Alright, Brandon, only canals are left.
All right, maybe ones we can actually answer. 800.
Scotland's Caledonian Canal runs through lakes, including this largest by volume in Britain that's also otherwise famous. Sephi.
What's Loch Ness?
Loch Ness, yes.
Okay, 12.
Although very short at 748 feet, this city's picturesque winter canal is crossed by 3 bridges, including the Hermitage Bridge. St. Petersburg. Sephi, go again.
16.
When the Elbe Lateral Canal opened in 1977, it allowed ships traveling to this port to avoid passing through East Germany. Sephi.
What is Bern?
No.
I didn't think so.
Hamburg was what we needed. All right. Last one.
Finish it up.
This Asian capital has been called the Venice of the East, though most of the smaller clogs or canals have been filled in. We were looking for Bangkok on that
Dang
one.
it.
Ah,
I
always
was-
brain talk. Dang it.
It was in my head too.
All right. Well, nonetheless, all three of you are going to be around here for Final Jeopardy. Let's take a look at what you're dealing with. Ancient animals. All right. So think of a wager here as I kill this momentarily. Yeah, kill this. Oh, let's not show that.
Can you read the scores one more time?
Oh, yes. Brandon, you have 11,200. Cephia, 6,600. Scott, you should be at 7,000, but since
Yeah.
I misheard you on your daily double response, here's what I'm going to do. I will invite you to play again next week, because that was my screw up.
Okay.
Alright, so... Alright, so once I get the wagers in, we will get going with Final Jeopardy here, and... Okay, there's one, there's two, and
Okay,
there's
send-
three. Alright,
Mhm.
so once I put all of these in, I will put the live stream up again here. Alright, and that, and let's go to here. Alright, there we go. Everybody is in. Alright. Ancient animals, the subject for Final Jeopardy today. Here is the clue the three of you are going to be dealing with. As well as for the folks at home, that is. The first fossils of these creatures with an elongated fourth digit were described in 1784 by naturalist Cosimo Collini. 30 seconds, good luck. Alright, time is up. And Scott, we're going to begin with you. You were in third place, although you really should have been in second. Let's take a look at what you put down. What is a scrab? And I'm sorry, I can definitively say that that is incorrect. And you did not wager anything. So,
I believe that's supposed to be pronounced scarab.
Scarab. Well, it's incorrect either way. Suffy, we are going to come to you. And you did not give me a response.
I DM'd you.
Well, I didn't see it.
Did you
So,
DM the wrong person?
for whatever reason, it did not register. So tell me what you were trying to write down.
What are pteranodons?
What are pteranodons? No, that is not right.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, so you're gonna go, and you were $65.99. So you're gonna go down to $1, and we go to Brandon, who was leading coming into Final Jeopardy, and you said, "What are pterodactyls?" And that is correct.
That was close.
All right,
And then-
$1,600 for you brings you up to